Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there in the internet, welcome to Channel Tekken for June 2020-25. Wow, I said that wrong. I said 2025, 2025. Anyway, so yeah, Channel Tekken is a mess, so one day I'll have a accurate outline. But videos I'm working on for the channel, change the stuff on the channel, IRL stuff. But IRL stuff is actually at the beginning now. But that's kind of what I do every month and talk about the stuff and stuff. And we're in June. Gosh. Okay, so yeah, I moved IRL to the front because we don't want to backload the video or like end it with the downer stuff all the time. But yeah, man. Free Palestine, Tiananmen Square, 1989, Free Hong Kong, Glory to Ukraine. I think that's it, right? And I guess for June, happy belated Pride. It's the end of the month, whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into the other stuff because it's like another, unprecedented. How bad? How bad are things? It's like let's yeah. Bad enough, but hey, I'm not dead, so it could be worse, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head and move on. See, the videos I'm working on for the channel. So I put up that PS3 video. I think I'll try to get one out today as well. I just haven't been on the ball on those. I don't know. I lost. I think I just lost my drive to do them after the 360 delisting thing. But they did update the 360, so I want to make a video of that, like the new. Well, I shouldn't say the new dashboard. It's more of just like a cobbled together. This now works dashboard. I just realized the lighting in here is not good, so let me try to turn some lights on real quick. Oh. Anyway. Oh, let's see if that's any better. Probably not. I got light on my face. Yes, videos I'm working on. So the PS3 thing, I might do some more genres there. Oh, also I did download Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, whichever ones I bought in that video. But you do get a separate folder for your PS2 games. I'm thinking about getting all of them that are still in the store, just because it's we have PS2 games on PS5. It's so rarely updated, and I'm like, you know what? I should probably get some of these I don't have before they're just gone, and I have to pay eBay prices for these because they're kind of pricey depending on the game. But yeah, it's yeah, dude. I also need to get my backwards compatible PS3 fixed, but it's we'll see. Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. Let me see. Besides that, I don't think I have anything retro to report really. I do kind of want to play through both the PS1 version of Tactics and also War of the Lions before the Infamous Chronicles, whatever they're calling the new Tactics remaster. Which, dude, I gotta say, man, as time went on and they talked more and more about what's in it and what's not. Is there something on my face? No, there's not. Okay, I was like, what the? There's something on my screen, and it's I can't anyway. I need to clean my laptop screen anyway. But yeah, the more they talk about it, it's there's stuff that they didn't put in that's in Lion. I'm sorry, not Lion War. War of the Lions. I call it Lion War. That's the main conflict of the Hokuten and the Nanten. But yeah, I think it's chapter 3 though. But it gets good. That's when it gets effing good. Yeah, when you're actually in the Lion War. But I mean the whole thing is good. But yeah. But yeah, dude, it's I don't think they have the co-op missions from the Vita. That was on Vita. It was on PSP. From War of the Lions is not in there. The Dark Knight class, which I guess some people really liked, But then some of the classes, I think, in like the previous ones that were like new, they're kind of grindy to get to them. So it's like, yeah, I'm kind of like, I mean, it sucks that they're like not in there, right? Because it's like I don't think they should like take them out. But then I don't know why they just didn't leave them in, even if they're like super broken. Because Dark Knight is quite broken. Well, not broken, just OP. Like they just do like ridiculous damage you can do. Um, I mean the whole game is kind of broken. Honestly, you could just like grind to get to like a mimic, not a mimic, um, calculator, calculator in like first chapter, and you could like kill so much stuff in the game in like a couple turns. It's not even funny. But I would go into it. It's like I'm trying to like stay on track here and like not go too into like let's go for Final Fantasy Tactics. It's like, dude, it's a 30, 20-year-old game. Like, if you know, right? But yeah, the Luso thing, Balthier. That's the kind of one I want to play, right? Because it's like, what was lost in the remaster is still in that version. It's just, for whatever reason, they didn't bring it forward. And it's like, dude, what? But yeah, I haven't played Tactics Advance or Tactics Advance 2 in forever as well, but I'm not going to sit down and play those anytime soon. Those are good games. I like them. It's like the time commitment and like the hardware I need I don't have on hand right now. So it's a whole thing. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to like mention that because it's like kind of a bummer. Cause it's one of my favorite games ever. I think I would say that I would say between Tactics Ogre and Tactics, I would say Tactics Ogre is the better game. Um, but I think I just like enjoy Tactics more though, because man, like the mechanics in like Tactics Ogre, it's like there's so much. But then like what annoys me about Tactics Ogre is that the most recent remaster that we got, I feel like they overbalanced it. Like there's too much HP inflation on the enemies, and they just like it's a good version. It's just not I wouldn't say it's the definitive one. Like the one on whichever one came out before that, was it PSP or Vita? I always forget them. I get them confused with like between the two because it's whatever handheld PlayStation games. But I would say that one is like the one that's like the better, just because like they just overtuned it, man. Like so many enemies in that game just take forever to kill, and it's like the mastery stuff. I mean, they did fix the whole like leveling up the different classes and whatnot, but it's like the like even though they balanced that part, it's like the HP of like enemies was just like a slog to get through, and it's just like ugh. After I was playing it for a minute, I was like, dude, these enemies take forever to kill. Or they just take longer to kill. But yeah, I mean, I guess there is you can like speed up, blah blah blah, right? Or probably it's like a modern remaster thing that's a lot that's mechanic that has done a lot. The game speed increase. Uh, Anywho, but yeah. Okay, so there is actually one thing I do want to start doing on the channel. 'Cause I keep talking about it, but then I don't. Like, I'm not actually actively doing it. Is I'm trying to wind down on the channel. And so I think what I should probably do at this point is like just make another channel or not another channel, because I've talked about this in the past, but basically I'm gonna be like splitting this current channel into like a bunch of parts because it's so unfocused and like so just chaos. But whereas like that's not what you're supposed to do on YouTube. You're supposed to have like one channel that's like or not one, but like each channel that you have should be like focused to like specific things. But mine is like so many things, and I need to like split them apart and like have them be their own separate things because it's like a combination of all of them on one is quite the madhouse. Um, but yeah, dude, I want to do like one of those videos where I have like the browser open and I'm like going through it on the screen and I'm talking over it, and like I just wanted to like be a view of like my like channel, like on like not the dashboard per se, but like if you go to like the back end and like you can see all your videos and stuff, and just like go all the way back and like look at all these old well, not look at them, but just like the listing on my channel, like what's on here, right? and then just like go through on the channel, see how many playthroughs I started I didn't finish, and then like that's it, man. It's like I will finish any playthrough I have started presently, but like going forward, I need to make like another channel for my long playthroughs. That way I can stop adding stuff to this channel. Cause that was the other thing, was like I wasn't sure like what I'm gonna like let stay on this one when I leave it, because I don't want to like completely abandon it. I probably won't completely abandon it, right? Because it's like it doesn't make any sense to like take Chan with Tekken somewhere else, or any of like the other like really long series like this one that are just like have been on this channel from day one, well not since day one, but just for like a long time, and just start from zero when like they're all like all the previous stuff is on here. Um, so I'm not sure if I want to like start up Final Fantasy 14 on like a different character, make a separate channel, or not a separate channel, but like a separate channel where I have like a bunch of long playthroughs, or just playthroughs in general for like the playthrough channel, because this like that there will probably be like less playthrough stuff on this channel, but there'll still be like maybe gameplay. I don't know. Um, but yeah, dude, it's like because Zenless, I'm playing that every day, but I'm like, do I want to keep Zenless on here on this channel even after I'm like done with the everyday for a year challenge thing? So I'm like, you know. So I'm thinking like maybe after the current season, like the season 3 forward, would be on like a different channel and just like play through season 2 and like all the story stuff. Because essentially after I get to like after I'm done with like the yearly thing, it's like there's no reason to update except for when like the story patches come out. So um or just like clips of like whatever events are on the game right now. Uh, but yeah, same thing with Wuthering Waves, I guess. I don't know. 'Cause at some point I was like, oh no, I've got like all these free to play games I started playing, but then it gets a bit like weird as far as like if I move them. But then I think I feel like you just go from like whatever patch and like the story content from like is like it had to be like a major like release, like like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Like what are the numbers that are like a full-fledged whatever point oh release forward. Um, that and then just go from there. Um, but yes, I was gonna call that the I think I was gonna call it the wind down, because I keep saying I need to wind down the channel. See, it's funny, I've got my notes, but like I never update this, so it's like the same old template, and I'm like, okay, do I even want to bother with this? I guess something I can talk about. I think I'm gonna be very tangenty here in this video, so sorry in advance. But if I go to my game list for the year. Okay, let me before I get off topic, let me just go down. Let's just go through the list here. So, videos I'm working on for the channel. So, basically, dailies endless is like gonna be a thing, obviously, for this year. Um, Death Stranding, I started replaying. I have not started the second game. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me just do another long playthrough channel, and I can like put that on there. Same thing with Tactics and Tactics. Or the PS1 and the Lion War version. But also, that's the other thing, is like there's like a lot of times like I randomly want to like play something, and like I feel like it would work better if I just made another channel as well, because my YouTube streaming issue I have, because I don't want to just like get it so crazy on my Twitch where it's like I'm just constantly streaming like whatever all the time. But that being said, I kind of wouldn't mind that. That would be that would like fit the like actual variety flavor I'm going for, so I might actually do that. I would like to try the YouTube thing one more time, but like then it's like the first time it breaks or messes up, I will just be like super annoyed and be like, why did I do this? So maybe not actually. It's a whole thing. Um, but yeah, man. So when I say videos I'm working for the channel, I have to like pull up my game list for like what's coming out, because usually it's like whatever's out that month. But June, all I have is Death Stranding 2. So actually, that was one of the things I talked about before Summer Game Fest, right? I was like, we're probably going to get either a bunch of stuff out now before like that of like games that you like can look at and see, all the stuff is like announced and all the stuff is like coming XYZ to get out of the way of GTA, or it all got pushed to 2026 because publishers are like, oh crap, we gotta like, we're gonna like put out like, you know, the year, but we're not gonna give like the specific release date, so we can like get out of the way of the GTA game or GTA train. But then like, who effing knows? But then I think that's what happened. You know, everybody tried to, you know, get out of the way of GTA, so you got all these 2026 games. But then inadvertently now they're in like the death blast because GTA got delayed. So like this, the rest of this year is like, dude, not it, man. Like I'm looking at my list. I guess I'll show it real quick. We're in June, right? So we'll start at June. Yeah, there's not a lot. So let's see if this actually wants to work this time and not focus. Of course it doesn't. Cool. I hate when I try to use my phone on here. And it's like, please, please, camera, work with me. Alright. No. Alright, I'll just read it off then. Forget it. But yeah, this month is June, Death Stranding 2. August, Sword of the Sea. September, Borderlands 4, Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots, Final Fantasy Tactics, Evil's Chronicles, which I already pre-ordered. In October is Ghost of Yote, which I already pre-ordered, and Directive 8020. And that's it, man. So, what? Besides Death Stranding 2, which is this month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for the year. And then, like I said, I did say that right at like the beginning of the year. I was like, okay, it's just GTA and Monster Hunter. But now the GTA's next year, it's like it's the same logic applies. It's like, I mean, yeah, Resident Evil 9, but I haven't played 7 or 8 yet, so I can play those, and then the inevitable Gold Edition. Cause yeah, see that. I'm trying to think what happened with that one, cause I feel like the one that was after. Yeah, for 8, I had not played 7, so I just didn't buy it, I think, right? And so the gold edition for that one inevitably came out, but then for 7, I did pick it up, I think, on discount or something. But then I also got the gold edition, but, like, I'm getting wise to these Capcom things of, like, okay, well, if you just don't buy their stuff, they also have, like, really good discounted and collected versions of their games. So not every publisher does that, though, so it's a whole thing. I guess it depends on the genre too, though, because yeah, I talk about this a lot with fighting games as far as like, you know, why I don't really buy them anymore. It's like, because even if you like wait out the collected bundle edition, they don't even like put them out in a timely fashion as much as they used to. It's like you might not even get one, so or just like keep waiting, and then like it comes out and it's like still a premium price, and you have to wait even longer for a discount on it. So yeah. But I'm definitely more like willing to like wait now, especially with GTA next year. But then specifically, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to like do a lot of things with my money besides spend it on material goods and whatnot. So I'm trying to maybe I'll make a video on that later. But it's like until I actually have something to show for it or something substantial to show for it. I've got a decent amount. Like I guess, well, technically speaking, it's like I have like a good amount compared to like the time when I like saved up enough to like not work for a year, but then I don't have like more than that. It's like a similar amount, so I'm like, okay, that's like a even comparison, right? But it's not like an exponential amount of like, oh, check out this or like whatever. Let me give you some financial advice. So I'm not there yet, but I plan on it, right? So yeah. Oh, I totally okay. So that was the 2025 stuff. 6 games. But then 2026, so GTA 6, Pragmata, Resident Evil 9, Onimusha. But yeah, Capcom, I'm really curious because they're running out of runway here as far as you know, is Dino Crisis next? Is it not next? But then I guess technically Pragmata is, you know, finally coming out, which is a new IP. But I'm curious, like, you know, now that they've got all these sequels or new versions of games, I mean, they're probably going to continue their strategy that they've been using, right? Of like, you know, they've got IP, they're putting out new versions, and then you know we'll see what's next. Um, but for me personally, I'm just like hoping for I mean, I'm honestly not that big a fan of Dino Crisis, so I would rather see Breath of Fire and like see them attempt that, especially with turn-based. Still, see, I think okay. Here's the thing: is like turn-based has always been popular. It never fell off. It's just the certain publishers like Square Enix, right? It's like they would make a lot of high-profile games in that space. Well, I mean that's kind of the bread and butter is RPG stuff, right? But then like the production values on like Final Fantasy, which is like their flagship, right, got so high, but then they kept messing with the formula of the game. So now you look at 15 and 16, dude, and like 16 is not a Final Fantasy game. I will die on that hill. I honestly don't even care what they do with 17 because what I would like them to do. I talked about this during the AU Didn't Chronicle stream. It's like they should do like a. Okay, here's some things that they could do, right? It's like it doesn't have to be like an old school throwback turn-based style, but it's like I would like it if it was an old school turn-based style. Like it doesn't have to be pixel art. It could be modern graphics, but I'm kind of that would be. I mean they have that whole like 2D HD thing with the Bravely Default Triangle Strategy. Like I haven't played those, right? But I think I have Bravely Default 1. I don't think I've got the second one, but they've got the whole thing going on with that. They use that formula, like the turn-based, class-based stuff, where it's like it feels very old school Final Fantasy. Um, but it's like I would like a Final Fantasy in that vein with that formula, but not specifically that aesthetic or that look. It doesn't have to, but like if they do, that'd be fine. If they made it pixel art, but it doesn't have to be pixel art. But just like essentially, I'm just thinking like Final Fantasy 9, because class-based, old school, um, fantasy-based or fantasy style, or fantasy, dragons, sword and sorcery, sword and shields. Not so much future sci-fi, Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 8. Um, but yeah, just that, or just let like because Sakaguchi and Uematsu, at like because they're still with us. They just came off of Fantasian. Let them have another swing at it. Like yeah, that's like my like dream thing that they do is like just like one more Sakaguchi masterpiece with Uematsu doing the jams and like have it be a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't even have to be a Final Fantasy game. It could be like a whatever and just. But then like I kind of would want it to be like one last Sakaguchi Final Fantasy with Uematsu on the music, and then like, and heck, even if they wanted to like get I'm blanking on the name. The artist that does like all the key art, but like it's not like it's never in like the style of the art, right? It's like you see like what the concept art that we have for like all the characters, whatever. But then like the actual when it goes to like the game, they like to run it through the engine and it turns like 3D polygon characters, blah blah blah. But it'd be kind of be cool if you did like a I'm playing on the characters or the person that does like all the art for like the logos and stuff. Um, but if you had art basically just like copied from that, and it looked exactly like the art because we have the technology now, so it's like that'd be cool. But if not, whatever, just let Sakaguchi have one more Final Fantasy. He's probably got like one left in him. Let it happen, please. With Uematsu doing the sweet music. I see. I'm like talking, and I'm like, how did I even get here? What am I even like? I'm like looking at my notes, and it's like this is like Final Fantasy. There's nothing on here. This is looking at my game release list. I'm like, oh, because I said something about. What did I say something about? Oh, Breath of Fire. I was like, dude, what the f? Like, how did I get to talking about Final Fantasy? Um, but yeah, 2026 is looking to be. Well, I mean, unless GTA gets or I'm sorry. Oh, I mean, even if GTA gets delayed in like out of 2026, like there's a ton of games out now in 2026, so 2026 is looking good. 2025, I would say, is like front loaded. For me personally, Expedition 33 is my game of the year still. So, or I don't know if I said that last time, but I played it, and after playing it more and playing other stuff, I'm like, this is gonna be top, is it? I'm just like, this is an effing amazing game. I mean, I haven't played Death Stranding 2, but it's like, it just, I mean, yeah, Kojima, but dude, nah. Like play that game was such a game changer. Like it just like took everything from the genre, revitalized it, completely reimagines the okay, not completely reimagined, but like it takes like, you know, the modern Souls stuff and like infuses it into that genre, and it's like holy crap, it works, and it's just so satisfying when you're in combat. And it's like, yeah, you don't just like, you know, the ATB active turn based talking about Final Fantasy. It's like, you know, you don't just like attack, or cast a spell or use an ability, whatever, like one and done. I mean, yeah, there's games that came before that did that, you know, like Legend of Dragoon, Mario Party, you know, all these videos of people like making compilations of like, oh, this is like in that one game. That's not Final Fantasy. That's also a JRPG, but because it's not Final Fantasy, you know, it doesn't get the whatever. I can't think of the words, but yeah, it, it doesn't get the attention, I guess. Anywho, wow. Next topic, because I am way off course here. Change the stuff on the channel. Nothing is changing. Just same old. I mean, like I said earlier, it's like I'm trying to like split this up to like multiple things. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really started the whole splitting channel thing, so that's something that needs to be started though. And I'm over. It's like it's yeah. And I'm looking at the calendar or the date. And it's like it's over halfway through the year, right? So it's like clearly, it's like at some point this has to happen. I have to actually start splitting the atom. But yeah, um, that's a thing. Okay, I said RL. Okay, RL stuff. But I already did RL stuff. This might be a shorter video for once. Thank goodness. Okay, hold up, dude. So we've got okay. So let me look real quick on the channel what like videos I'm working on and like playthroughs and streams since last time. So Wuthering Waves, I've been playing that. That's basically how I'm playing Wuthering Waves. Like I said earlier, like what Zenless is going to be in the future is just like story chapters and like one at a time, essentially. Unless I start it and I'm like, okay, this just came out, but I'm not gonna have time to play, which is what happened with the last one. Because I started Septimont, haven't finished Septimont, I need to go back to Septimont, but then the nature of the gacha games is like, you know, if there's a character that's out that's like I think is cool or worth pulling for, I'll probably do that. Which I did for Cardithia, but for the most part, dude, that game there's like characters I'm waiting to come back. And I think going forward, if they're the I forgot the name of it, the resonators of the Sentinels, like Carthia, I'll pick up, and then everybody else is like, eh. Unless I just, you know, I'm like, oh, this character's cool, like Zani. Or play the trial. Well, that's the thing. It's like the trials. I feel like are so deceptive in that game. Cause you play the trial and be like, oh, this character still feels really good, but then you unlock them and it's like, eh. But I've had that happen enough times where I'm like, okay, well now I'm just like done doing that. So let's see, Zenless obviously daily thing, but yeah, like Zenless, I've made so much progress in that game. I mean, it took like 170 days or something, but or like yeah, we can like look at the count, 180 days of Zenless, and I'm basically at where I can soon here stop spending money on the battle passes and whatnot. I mean, I'll still get the battle pass because I want to get the engines that are in there. So, and they're only like $5 or something, right? No, battle pass is like 10 or well, it depends on which version, right? But I guess but I guess it's like worth it to get all the resources in there too. But soonish. But I'm thinking about it and I'm like, well, there's 6 more months. Every month you can get an engine. I don't have all the engines from the pass. I would like to. And let's see, Cannon Rider and Six Shooter are the only two I have, and there's like 4 more, I think. So for sure I'll get like the rest of them that are in there, just not right. Just like, you know, it's gonna take like, you know, however many seasons. But yeah, dude, teams are built. Because obviously Miyabi can like hyper carry through whatever. I usually stick Lucy with her. And then Ishan came out. It's is she's up there, and then I'm angry because like I could have got Mindscape 6 with Ishwan, but then I'm glad I didn't, because if you saw the stream, you know what happened. So basically, the game like stopped me from like getting stuff in the store, but then it's like it saved me money, so I was like, okay, whatever. Um, it's like fine, I didn't need it anyway. So we got Ishwan, and then well, I haven't pulled for Jafufu, so that's Wednesday. So hopefully I get Jafufu, because then we've got Ishwan, Jafufu, Panda as Junkwai Summit. I imagine as a team they're probably really good, and even not, uh, Ishwan's doing a good job of carrying with Trigger as like the one teammate. And then when I split those teams apart, it was weird. I was in a weird space because I was like, oh, I've still got Nicole and Astra, and I was like, that's like, but essentially like Nicole and Astra will always like be able to like have one person added to them, and then they make them better. But then I added Julian, and they're like as a mono ether team, it's actually really working, and I'm like, oh, that's a happy accident. So that was found the three teams for Deadly Assault. But then I guess I think it's probably going to like depend on like what the bosses are, right, every time. But still, like I've made it work the last two rotations, and then Shiyu has been, or I've not had any issues recently with Shiyu, so Shiyu is basically done and solved with all my teams. Um, but yeah, besides Withering Waves and Zenless, looking through my thing still, I think it's just Monster Hunter every week, which is just the weekly limited bounties, which I'm playing over on Twitch now because of all the YouTube shenanigans. No reason to dwell on it, so I'm not going to bring it up. And I did start Death Stranding again, but I've not put any of those Death Stranding videos public. I'm going to do that once I finish the game. But man, I was not really feeling like playing it. I started it, and it's just like, dude, you're just walking, delivering packages, and I was like, dude, this is slow compared to what I've been playing. And I was like, mm. I mean, I guess there's a bit of First Descent in there too, but the less about that game, the better. I'm gonna wait until the Nier Automata DLC, or collaboration, I should say. Because I said I'd give the game a year. It's been out for like almost a year, and I for sure made the wrong choice. I should have just played Zenless and like stuck with that. But at the time, I was like, okay, well, First Descendant looks like it could be something cool. No, I don't think it's ever going to reach the potential like I thought it had. Just because they've leaned too far into the fan service, and it's kind of like you can't go back after that. Like it's just very much DOA with guns. It feels. Or that's what I think about it every time I think about it. So it's just like. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'd like to play some. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to play, so that's what I'm hoping happens here. When I split the channel, or not split the. I guess technically it's splitting the channel, but like when I make some other channels to like be the new hubs of what was on this channel. I'm trying to think of a better way to say it than like splitting the channel, because I'm gonna say split the channel, it makes anyway. But yeah, because tactics, like I said, but there's always like I keep like in my brain, in the back of my brain, I've like had this like itch to play Lost Odyssey for like ever, and then I did get a oh, that also happened. So I was bidding on Series X's on eBay, and I wasn't paying over 350, or I wasn't bidding over 350 of them on them. I kept losing, but then I found the workaround. Well, not a work. I shouldn't call it a workaround. But then I found like a better way to like browse the listings is if you just go to like the buy now section. Like you just can buy used stuff without bidding on it, and then you don't get outbid. So, which is, I think this is what happened last time. I think I got something when I was like not winning. I was like, F it, let me just go buy now. And you can just like look at the listings and say like, what's the price for this, whatever, right? And so I was able to get like another Series X for like 350-ish. And then like with taxes and shipping, it was like 360 something. So that's about like what I wanted to pay. So I'm happy about that one. Because yeah, dude, Series X's are like $600 now. I was like, dude, because they raised the price on the effing hardware. I was like, I'm not buying a flipping new one from a flipping store. F that crap. They're like way overpriced, not worth it. And I was like, okay, well, eBay's got to be like the one place I can maybe get it from. Because even like the used ones on GameStop are like way too high. They're like $500 or something. I was like, get the F out of here. To play Lost Odyssey, they're backwards compatible stuff. It's like that's really. But then like besides that, dude, I wouldn't like if they do roll out that Steam integration and that GOG integration, dude. That's going to be a game changer. Because like for me, it's like I have PC games. It's just my PC is like not top of the line and not really hooked up right now. I mean, it is like hooked up. It's just not plugged in. Like my PC situation is like not good. But but then I don't really play on PC anyway, right? I'm more of a console gamer, so it's like if I can finally have like all of that PC stuff, like I this is something I've been like waiting for and like dreaming for like since before Steam machines. Like I remember like back when the Phantom was like a thing that was like vaporware that never came out, but like the way that they like had envisioned it like in my brain was like you would just like plug your console in, download games, play the games. It was like a digital thing back before digital, or not back before digital, but like it's like of the time of like Ethernet, internet being new or like a novelty. It was like, this is possible now. But but yeah, dude, if like that happens, I am really interested to see like what happens with like PlayStation with that because you could essentially just buy the first party stuff on Steam because they make PC versions of all their games now, right? And you could just play it on an Xbox if you're or PC really, but still like I mean you'd have like a multi you'd get dual exclusivity, right? Because I mean, yeah, going forward, nothing is exclusive to Xbox, but you'd have like all that back catalog and all their previous exclusive stuff, like Perfect Dark, Gears, Forza, Fable, yada yada yada. I mean, yeah, they don't have like the best back catalog, but it's like it's still like something, right? Um, and even talking about back catalog, it's like you can't play a lot of those old games on PS5 because you can't. Whatever. I don't. It's like I don't make the rules, man. It's like for whatever reason, PlayStation was like, we're not going to worry about backwards compatibility, and it sucks. It's just like a headache. And then I don't even care about Switch 2, so it's like there's no reason to bring it up. But that's same thing, right? It's like or similar thing where it's like Nintendo. What's it called? NSO. Nintendo Switch Online. That's probably what it is. Anyway, that I mean, yeah, it's cheap, but it's like it's basically, hey, you want to play? I think about it all the time, man. Okay, not all the time, but like whenever I think about it, I just think we don't know how good we had it with Virtual Console until now, and it's like Virtual Console basically all that stuff was like basically, hey, you can log on. Here's a list of all these old games, and you can just buy them, like what, $5 to $10. They were so cheap, and now it's like, hey, Nintendo Switch Online, paywall. But hey, here's all the classic games and backwards games that like aren't backwards compatible because we can't or we didn't like put the hardware in to like have it keep going forward. But if you want to give us a fee every month or whatever in perpetuity, you can play these old games, and we might make it with online. That's kind of not good. Like if you watch Max's Soul Calibur 2 video, yikes, effing yikes, that was ouch. Or Maximilian, dude, if you don't know the channel. It's Maximilian, dude. Anyway, you'll know when you search it. But Jesus, dude, that was rough to watch. That was just like, oof, Soul Calibur 2, ouch. I mean, granted, Soul Calibur 2 is, whatever, that's a whole can of worms, but yeah, dude, it's like, that's like the thing about Nintendo, right? It's like, oh, I can play Star Fox 64 online, but then it's like, I can't be bothered with the friend code thing, and like, is there, like, it's not, I'm not gonna trust Nintendo with any type of online functionality. I'm just going back to like thinking like what I was thinking watching their the first direct for the Switch 2, and it was like all the online stuff, and I'm like, am I really gonna like be playing this on the Switch 2? Like, do they even like have they ever had like good online whatever anyway? And it's like, eh. And then when they had like showed all the game, or they showed the storage thing and like all the virtual game whatever's of like, oh, it stores all these games, and it's like, but those are Nintendo games. Those aren't like 80 to 100 gigabyte, modern games I download on my PS5. I'm like, these are too big. I need to delete these all the time. So I was like, color be skeptical, and sure enough. Anyway, But it's like, yeah, I don't have the problem because I don't really care about Switch 2. So, and we Metroid Prime 4. But I skipped Switch 2. And, well, I didn't skip it. I did get one, but like, I didn't even know what effing got me to get one. Cause I think about that a lot, man. I'm like, why did I even get that? And then I think it was Smash Brothers. But then they had like all the character passes coming out, and it's like, so you're telling me I paid $60 for this game? It was a fighting game thing again. It's like I have to pay even more on top of the game, and it's like, dude. And then like later on, the bundle comes out with everything, and it's like, oh, if I would just waited. But it's like, whatever, dude. So I already paid 60, and it's like I'm not gonna pay 60 plus whatever to get like all the game again and like everything. So, anywho, but yeah, we're 40 minutes. All right, this is shorter than it's been lately, so yeah to that. But yeah, like I was saying, um, channel split, and then if I can get some progress on the channel split thing, and like get this other channels for like long plays and whatnot, I might be playing more stuff more often. But I'm still gonna probably just like focus on like one game at a time. So currently it's what I mean. Obviously, Zenless is every day, but I'm playing Death Stranding every now and then too. I just haven't uploaded those yet. Gosh, yeah, I'm not really playing anything right now that's like new. So, but yeah, tactics, dude. I might get some tactics going. I think I'll play through PS1 version, then Lion War, and then that way I'll be ready for the remaster in September. I think I don't want to start that until I finish the first Death Stranding, because it's like that. I might use it as a palate cleanse and then play the second game, or play a bit of the second game, see how I feel, because I'm playing the first one and it's just like, dude, you're just walking and delivering packages, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this was the first game, wasn't it? Anywho, that is, I think that's everything. Did I talk about Monster Hunter? I mean, still playing it weekly. I, I'm still having fun, so it's like, even though like it seems like my interest is waning, I'm still enjoying it, but whatever. See if I have my PS5 on, I could like look and see what's on the thing, but then like what's on the thing is usually, yeah. Oh, actually, there's one more thing, one last thing. I was about to start ragging on the Summer Game Fest, but because gosh, this most recent one, man, I gotta say I was not satisfied with the. There's so much of it. The Summer Game Fest happened, and I was like, dude, I miss E3. This was the year when I was like, I miss E3, because not it, dude. But yeah, I did say something about this last time or recently, and it's like my top 5 games for the year. I'm gonna redo that video, so that's gonna happen sometime, probably in the next month, because I just spent too much time talking. Not too much time talking. I had an idea of what I wanted it to be, and it didn't, it wasn't that. So I want to get like a better version of that. But yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it for this video. Um, maybe play some Gwent too. I've been having an itch to play some Gwent as well, but I'm always wanting to play a lot of stuff, so that's a problem as well. That's why this Death Stranding thing is like, I just wasn't feeling it, and then all of a sudden I was like, ooh, there's a bunch of stuff I want to play. And I was like, oh no, this is usually when like bad things happen, because I'll start like playing whatever and just not. I need to be focused, or it just yeah. Anyway, that's it for the video. I, I kind of want to like go more into detail about like the whole IRL stuff and like why it all like what like I just don't want to be in the unprecedented time of like everything is unprecedented and all sucks. Like why can't it be like unprecedentedly good? It's got to be like it's so unprecedentedly bad. And it's just like whatever, dude. I'm just gonna play Zenless every day and play whatever else and get through it. I started. Okay, I shouldn't say I started Expanse, but I watched the first episode, so maybe I'll get through it. I probably won't. I'm spending all my time playing video games right now. It's the only thing that keeps me sane. So, it's just the only thing that's like really like, what's that word? I can't even think, but yes. So it's like the fire extinguisher for my mental health when everything's on fire. Anywho, that's it for the video. I'm going to sign off now and not say I'm signing off and not sign off. Alright, so link in the bottom of the thing to all my social stuff. I have a Facebook page. I need to update it. I have a Discord. I need to actually make a Discord, but you know, that requires effort. I don't feel like trying right now. I don't feel like trying ever, really. When I get out of bed, that's an achievement. Um, okay, so all the links in the thingy. So yeah, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.